Right. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the finale round of Season 10 RSF1 for F2, round 16. Bit of a spicy one this evening, 100% around Spain. Not everyone's favourite track, and definitely not for 100%. I think quite a few people were kicking off at the fact that 100% race was around Spain, but short quali tonight and then 66 laps around this beautiful track. Following up from last week's in terms of Mr. Watnell in the Haas has secured his championship, so he will be the F2 champ for this season. Second place still up for grabs with Michael's BH5ish not racing tonight, so it will all be on this man Rossi whether he can steal second place from Mr. Fivefish. But the constructors still up for grabs between Haas and AlphaTauri, so we'll see how this pans out. So on comms tonight, I am JPP, so your main commentator, and joining me on comms is Stars Orphan, who is, I think he's currently eating some food at the minute, but he will join us a bit later on. But I think it's going to be Cornish who's going to look at setting our first lap here in this finale round. So we can put in a 1:11.8. Oh no, this is... Oh no, yeah, sorry. 1:11.8. 1:11.5 from Nifty Nasri in the AlphaTauri. 1:12.2 from Lem in the Williams. A lot of the Div 3 guys racing tonight, so you'll see some familiar names that you'll see tomorrow night as well. But yeah, no, all good. Riders coming across the line at 1:12.7. Dano coming in the Red Bull 1:12.6. Who is on a lap? Let's have a look. Eagle. White's Eagle going to put in a Ferrari. It is a 1:12.1. Mr. Watnell and the Haas putting in a 1:11.6. So getting them tyres nicely warmed up. Obviously extra set in terms of only short quali, but depends if you want to save them tyres for the race or not. As ever, I've got the stream up, so feel free to ask any questions or put anything in the chat. Feel free. But yeah, hoping for some good, clean racing from the guys tonight. Hopefully they can keep it clean. Not a great show from the F2 boys, but I assume 100% Spain. Not applying to everyone. Who's on a lap? Rossi. Let's stick with Rossi. Can Rossi keep it clean through Sector 3? You're right, that's nice. Sounding like that grapefruit video when you put your headset on them. What can Rossi put in the AlphaTauri? Gets it nice and clean through that last corner. He is going to put in a 1:11.7, putting in P3.
Good evening, everyone. My throat is on fire at the moment.
It's going to be after 66 laps in it, mate.
It's suffering now. Obviously,
Are you on tomorrow as well?
Yeah, unfortunately.
God, that's dedication, isn't it? Jesus
Christ.
You picked the best weekend to have a cold 100% race around Spain.
Oh no. Yeah, definitely. Didn't pick the best. This brings me back to memories of me and you in what was it?
What, an SLR?
No, me and you did 100%.
Did we?
Yeah. Your first time on comms, I believe it was.
Was it Spain? No, it wasn't Spain.
I don't think it was Spain, no.
It was.
No, it was Kota, wasn't it?
That's it. Yeah, I was going to say it was an American track. I can't remember which one though. But yeah, I think it was Kota.
Oh,
yeah,
Rossi was close there to hitting the pit wall on the entry.
It was just a little bit slidey out there. Some more laps gone in from the Div 3 boys. I was saying in the stream, we've had quite a few the Div 3 lot join us tonight. Only 18 racing actually.
Already 6 Spain, yet you're in P2. I don't believe it.
Cornish has managed to put a good lap in the Alpine up to provisional P1, 1:11.5. So he's currently setting the benchmark for the guys. Petronas still in the pit. Button is on his out lap, so we'll catch up with him. I think Makela.
Little secret I kind of worked out after watching the first race was that being 100% race. I feel qualifying. It doesn't really matter so much.
Oh no, not at all. Absolutely not. It doesn't matter. You could have probably gotten away with one-shot quality if you really wanted to.
So, in essence, what I noticed yesterday is that the top guys, right, didn't care about quality, right? They just cared about saving fresh tyres, right? So they basically just did a crappy lap and then went into the pits and then kept all the best tyres.
Yeah.
And I noticed it throughout the whole of the race. I mean, they just made that place so easily because of the fresh tyres that they had available.
I mean, like you said before, we've got a cap on how many safety cars we can have through 66 laps. I mean, I know there was a bit of a drama at F2 last week in Miami in terms of how many safety cars they had in the first so many laps, but yeah, I'm glad it's quite capped over 66 laps. And I pray that we don't have any connection issues like we did in F3 last week. But no, we'll see. Michele's gone up to P10 at 1:12.3, just joining Button on his lap in the Ferrari, seeing what he can put down. But what we'll say, the people that moved up from last season to F2 from F3 have really gone in, put in a shift. I mean, you look at Watnell, he's F2 champ, going up to F1 next season.
Yeah, but like I say, Watnell, I always thought did that base in F3 last year, and yeah, he's shown it now, definitely winning the championship. And Eagle, a former champion.
He's just put in his lap and gone up to P7 with a 1:12 flat, pretty much. It's not bad teammates there going on, is it? Button and Eagle, they get on quite well.
Good pairing, the old men of RSF1.
The old men of RSF.
Yeah, I'm one of them.
Oh, dude. Who we got in the chat? Bolty. I can't see. God, I'm crying. So he puts that the Fulham bottling quali again. I see. Well, not necessarily.
But no, amazing that he so fast. You know how old he is.
Yeah, no, he puts in a shift, the old boy. Got Dano in the chat, yo. Hello, Dano.
I'd be like to see at that age.
Dano is racing. Get out of the chat and put some laps in, boy.
Yeah, stop sandbagging on a 1:12.6.
Oh dear.
I'm gonna need a lot of this tonight, coffee.
I've got a cup of tea. It's going down quite well. I believe we do have. I believe Richie Chappell is joining the race, but I don't think he's here for quali.
Oh, okay. Nice. I'm racing tonight.
Watnell's put Michaels on comms, I see.
One of the boys.
Michaels isn't on comms. Yeah, you're tripping. You're tripping. Whatnot? It's not Michael's. Oh, dear. That's funny. Right, have we got anyone on the lap? It looks like the Williams of the Flump is on the lap. Also, the Williams of Lem is just starting a lap. I think Cornish maybe
I don't sound like Michaels.
finishing his lap with a 1:11.368 in the Alpine. Nifty Nasri.
I'm Welsh for starters. I don't know if Michaels is Welsh, but I don't think so.
I don't think
I did live a little bit in England for a bit, so I probably have got a little bit of an English accent.
he's got a twang.
Yeah, so mixed.
So next across the line will be Difflump in the Williams, so we'll see what he can put into play. It's because you two used to do comms together in Div 3 last season, so that's why I mixed it up. They still
And
do
this-
comms.
Yeah, and this season. Well, obviously, Watnell doesn't watch our races then.
No,
this year.
he doesn't care about the Div 3.
He's
Difflump
past that
put-
now, isn't it? You know.
What can Lem put in? Lem's going to cross the line, put up to P5 of 1:11.8. So times are improving drastically. Button has retired already in the Ferrari of a 112 flat. But I think like you said earlier, we it's not necessarily about quality. It's like 66 laps. It's a very long race. A lot can happen.
Two race-
Late.
Two
you
race
could have the
distances
most,
in a distances that we do.
Exactly. Yeah, you could have the most
Yeah.
perfect race, and then it could come down to the last however many laps, and there'd be a safety car, and it blows everything out of the water. So
You know, when
We
I
will see
first
what
started league
happens.
rates, my first ever league I joined, right, and it was they used to do Friday. It used to be run on a Friday night, and they used to run 250% back to back.
Ugh.
Oh, I know, it was a killer.
that was grim. I couldn't think of anything worse.
Well, I was new to league racing. I thought that was how it was, how you did it or something. I don't know. I didn't have a clue. It was the first ever time I was league raced.
It was like
It was
you had
actually-
for ages about joining RSF1, and I was like, nah, I only want to race in a weekend, and then I was like, nah, I'm leaving SLR, I'm joining this, and you were like, yeah.
I got you in the end. But
Okay.
don't mad thing is, right? Everyone from SLR right is left, right, and I'm the only one left.
Eventually.
Yeah, basically.
Jesus.
The ones that I was friendly with, like you, Richie,
Yeah.
Scott, Vel, who else? Trying to think who else. From SLR, it isn't, yeah? Richie, mention him.
Cornish has retired, so he's feels like he's done enough. The 1:11.3.
Oh yeah, Patronus is an SLR as well.
Yeah, Patronus was, or was, I'm not sure.
He's the reason I joined that SLR.
Oh. Fair enough.
Yeah, because I probably wouldn't have met you guys actually. But,
Nah, and then I wouldn't be here.
yeah.
So there you go. It's all Patronus. Patronus.
Do we talk to
making
the
friends.
SLR place anymore?
Oh no, I mean, I talked to Big Bag, but like, I'm friends with him outside of racing. So. Rodder's going to come off the line of Mercedes. He is going to put in a 1:12.2, putting him up to P15. Who else we got a lap? Rossi is just cruising at the minute.
See, Richie Chappell's in the pits, and he's now coming out of the pits.
Has he got enough time to put a lap? How long have we got left?
Don't know. 152. Yeah, he's just got enough time. He's doing as usual. He's got a lot of traffic at the moment. I don't know if they're on laps or not, so it's going to be a
Some of
nightmare to
them
get out
are,
of the way.
some of them aren't, but I'm sticking with Rossi at the minute. See what kind of lap he can put in, because he's currently actually on a lap, chasing behind Richie Chappell actually. So
Oh no, Richie's not get out of the way. Gonna get a penalty here, Rich.
I think he's almost on like a time limit himself. But yeah, he does need to get out of the way if Rossi's going to catch up to the back of him. He's not far off him. He's probably let him go on the straight, I reckon. Yeah, he's let him go. Right, we're all good. What can Rossi put in as he's coming into the final sector? Sweeping. I tell you what, I did say this earlier, Stars, but I do miss that chicane at the end. It used to separate the men from the boys. Used to be good. Do miss it.
I'm up in the air on it.
Rossi's gone back.
I don't mind it either way. You know what I mean? I liked it. I did actually like it because I feel that they changed the tune of the tracks just to make them easy.
Yeah,
it was the same in Abu Dhabi. Yeah. So
tonight there's still a fight for the Constructors' Championship for F2. Haas being at a disadvantage here, really. As Delanu puts in a fastest lap of 1:11.2. Watnall crossing the line with 1:11.4. JD currently our top pole sitter as we finish quali. But yeah, still a constructors fight going on between Haas and AlphaTauri.
Richie Chapel coming into the line. It's going to be a 12.5.
Still not bad. Not bad considering he's had to rush round and put in one lap of...
Yep.
I tell you what, he'll have some fresh tyres though.
I know Richie's pretty good around this track, if I remember rightly.
He is, until he gets spun. But then again, I suppose everyone is until they get spun.
Yeah.
But no, I'm pretty sure last season he quite liked Spain. Duffolump's going on a pit, and that will be it.
Oh, I'll tell you what, Miami last week. Do you see F4 by any chance?
I didn't catch it, mate, unfortunately.
I missed out on pole by half a tenth.
Oh.
And then in the race, I messed up. Could have won it. I pitted too early because I thought, oh well, you know, I'll pit early, not try and get a bit out the track kind of thing. But then kind of backfired on me and ended up P3.
Oh dear. P3 is still P3, mate.
Yeah, I do love Miami though.
Better than me. I started P18. No, P16, finished P6.
My setup around there is absolutely unbelievable. It's I changed it slightly, obviously, because Immortal used it as well, and he changed part of it, and I copied him, and it just made it really good. Like,
yeah. Right, so that is the end. We're obviously only doing short quali tonight because of the long race, but it will be Devon Newman, the Red Bull in P1, Cornish in the Alpine P2, Nifty Nasri P3 in the Alfa Romeo, P4 for Watnall in the Haas, P5 for Rossi in the AlphaTauri, P6 for Petronas in the Mercedes, P7 for Lem in the Williams, P8 for Notraz in the Aston Martin, P9 for Eagle in the Ferrari, P10 for Button in the Ferrari, P11 for Desbray in the McLaren, P12 for Duffel in Williams, P13 for Slicks in the AlphaTauri, P14 for Michaela in the McLaren, P15 for Rodders in the Mercedes, P16 for Richie Chapel in the Aston Martin, P17 for Dano in the Red Bull, P18 for Vettel in the... Oh god, I can't even remember what he's driving now. And then SDK, apologies, P19.
so how are you faring for Spain then?
I'll tell you what, mate. I haven't done any practice. I am going to see what happens. I I'm currently finishing where I wanted to finish, which was P10, working my way up from, because obviously I didn't race full season last season. Um, I was happy to get in the top 10, especially with the standard of drivers that we've got in F3. Like you think you and Michaels have been saying most of the season, it's one of the closest divs between all of them. I think it's how many different winners have we had? 12.
Yeah, or 11 or 12, something like that. Yeah.
So from 15 races, 12 different winners. So yeah, it's been
mental how close it is. It's literally you could. That's why I loved F3 so much this season. I knew from the start when I seen the driver lineup, right, that how close it would be. I said to Michaels beforehand, he was like, "Oh, you think so?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm telling you now, the drivers in there are just literally so close on pace. It's going to be mental. You see it in qualifying. I mean, you feel that you've done a good lap, and then it comes up and you're like P12 or something. And it's like, what? That was literally my best lap, P12. I couldn't compete in that tier because I'm crap at qualifying.
Same.
I could probably compete in terms of race pace, maybe.
Yeah.
But qualifying, definitely not. I'd be P20 every week.
You'd be alright, I reckon. You'd be fine.
No, let's say, I mean, in terms of race pace, I think I could be mid-pack, maybe? Race pace, maybe? Or maybe a little bit lower, I don't know.
No, I reckon Comms is losing some people next season as well, aren't they? I think I'm leaving Comms. I think Rod is either reserve or leaving. What are you doing?
Possibly you leaving as well.
Yeah. But we'll see what happens. We'll enjoy tonight. Oh well, I'll enjoy tonight anyway. We'll see what happens.
One of the main reasons I jumped on tonight, because it could be one of my last few.
Yeah, that was the reason why I signed up as well. In terms of the last race that I'll do comms for. So yeah, I thought I'd enjoy it. Just finish off where we started for the season. So
It's like I said, I do enjoy doing comms with it. I enjoy the banter with the chat and everything, and the drivers and stuff. Yeah, because I've known a lot of them for a long time. So yeah, but next year I'm not too sure whether I'm going to be racing or doing comms.
Because it's a new game, or if you like it, or
no, I just got shit going on next year. Or this year, I should say. So it's going to be a little hard to do stuff in the evenings, every evening.
Of course. Well, it's been a pleasure anyway, mate.
Yeah.
Let's have a quick look at tyres. So, majority same. A couple of people on softs, so those are JD Noob in P1, Nifty Nasri P3, Rossi in P5, and Duffalump in P12. The rest of the grid has gone for the medium tyre part Vettel in P18. So we'll see what happens. Obviously, it's definitely a bare minimum of a two-stopper. What would you say the strat is here, Stars, for 66 bloody laps. The possible strategy is saying medium, hard.
If I was the bottom guys, I would have done what the other guys have done. Gone off soft tyres. They got fresh softs, because I think a lot of them down the bottom didn't go out again. We did one run. So I personally, if I was them at the bottom, I would have gone soft tyre. Just literally try and get as many places as possible early on.
Definitely be an interesting race.
But Petronas said, not Petronas. Michaels was saying to me, he was going to do a one stop. I thought, how? But then he mentioned it on the podium as well, that he said his tyre wear wasn't actually that bad.
I don't know about that.
Well, here we go. 66 laps.
66 laps of this beauty. Season 10, final round 16 in Spain for the final time for F2 this season. Oh, classic Vettel Rod is there.
And for F23.
And for F1 2023, yeah. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. And we're away at Spain. Slightly delayed start there from JD Devonu. Can Cornish capitalise on the back of that? He's got Watnell. Oh no, Nifty Nasri on the back of him.
Sneller, DK had an absolute belter of a start in P15. Oh, there's a big crash already.
Oh, we got yellow
just in
flag.
front of
Sector 1. Someone's out already. Nifty Nasri!
Out.
Oh no.
Well, you don't like to see it. He did say he didn't like the track. He did say he was getting sick of Spain.
Well, it's getting sick of Spain, and then there's what's that? What 1, 2?
I was on board with Sneller.
3.5 corners.
And I just saw it to the left. Sneller, just some contact there, and I think it was Nifty that went flying into the wall. And yeah, that's it for Nifty.
Over some part, but yeah, quite shortly.
Nifty's getting an early shower.
Is it? Are we still under virtual for you, or is it full?
Yeah, virtual.
I suppose it is off track.
Yeah, well, a big crash like that, there should be a safety.
Cornish is slowly catching up to the back of JD Noble now. He's going to keep him, or try and keep him in DRS after the 3 laps.
So I don't know who the contact was with though.
No,
If we're back underway.
Not sure, mate.
I'm sure Nifty will tell us in the chat.
Yeah, Nifty, feel free to put something in the chat. Unfortunately didn't catch that on the stream. But JD starting to pull away from Cornish as Watnell is getting all over the back of that Alpine. I'm sure he'll try and get past soon enough. Rossi is going to try and have to make some decent work on them softer tyres. Obviously going for the alternate strap. We'll see how that works out for him. But in terms of position moves, who's our biggest winners at the minute? Our biggest winners at the minute are Dano and Vettel, both up 6 places in P11 and P12. I was going to say our biggest loser at the minute is Dufflin, but he has pit, so I can't really say.
That's a good damage. First lap.
That's what just put in the chat saying, I guess I'll watch the football.
Yeah.
What happened, Nazri? We didn't catch it on the stream.
Well, at least you got to race it last night anyway. Oh, Desbro out!
Desbro out in the McLaren.
Oh no, big smash with the Ferrari. A Button, I think, because Button's lost his front wing.
He's on the inside, so yeah, full safety car come out, fits on track. Yeah, Button's lost
front wing, so
yeah,
maybe he spun in front of him and Button collected him.
Yeah.
Desbro out after lap 3.
It's one of them corners.
Two.
I think if you take too much curb or you get too much speed
Yeah.
or put the power down, you flick yourself into the wall. It's quite easily done.
Button must have been right behind it. And
Yeah.
caught
But,
it.
what, we've had 3 laps, 1 virtual, 1 safety car star. So
We're getting him out of the way. We're getting him out of the way.
yeah, why not? We'll get him out of the way to start with. Nazari in the chat, for some reason I had 0 grip on the softs, even though it's flat down in the first couple of corners. Went off the track slightly and the grip was just non-existent.
Yeah. That corner on
Would you
turn
be pit-
3.
I probably wouldn't even be pitting here unless you've got damage, which to be fair, Michaela has.
Yeah, I don't see the logic in pitting. It's such an early point of the race.
Buttons is understandable as well. So
You don't always tyres, really.
no,
For
not
a
at
long
all.
race.
And then you have to then keep switching. You don't know what's fresh or what's not.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah.
So hard to judge with the 100%. But this does bring Duffel back into it.
It does. It brings Dufflin back in it. It's going to give Button and Michaela a chance to pit, get fresh wings, put some new tyres on, and get stuck in really. So we'll see what happens. Obviously, you still got JD at the top on those 3 lap old softs. But Cornish is now going to be right behind him in the Alpine and on those mediums. So. I wonder if we can see what Watnall's going to do behind Cornish as well, because he was raring to go and he was slowly catching the Alpine.
Yeah, Softs can surprisingly go a long way. Duffel, he's got a nice bit of open track ahead of him, so he won't wear his softs down as much as the rest of the guys will.
No.
So, yeah, hopefully they can get back underway within the next lap. Okay, but it's like you say, safety cars breeds safety cars, unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's bound to happen. Though you said it's 66 laps. A lot goes on, a lot happens. I think, like you said, get them over, done with, get them out of the way, and then we can concentrate on the racing.
Yeah.
But,
Do you want to take
Dano,
that spectator menu down?
Yeah, I would. Dano and Vettel both up 7 places. So
You know you could use like the other balance line.
huh?
It's like camera type, and you can use a LTRT.
Yeah, I know you can use that. Yeah. You can't for the
Yeah,
like,
tires
changing between
penalties.
tyres and
Yeah.
Okay, so safety car in this lap. Pack's going to start backing up. It's just
So,
when is...
I didn't know about that until like about 4 or 5 races in. Like I was like, oh, I kept using the menu,
Oh, what, to move between
drivers and stuff like that, camera and things like that. I was like, somebody told me in the chat, like, you can use those buttons. I was like, oh.
JD has gone. Has he left the gap between him and Cornish? It doesn't look like it. Cornish is sticking to the back of that back of that Red Bull. Is he going to try and look at overtake? He's looking down the outside. He's not being left a lot of room from the Red Bull driver. It's got Watton all over the back of him, so we'll see how they go through these first couple of corners. Hope we can have some nice racing.
Is she
So
making the move
far-
there on Duffler?
so far so good. Richie up to P13.
She's flying. He's going to have a look again at the Alpine.
Oh, there's been a crash. Collection of Michaela in the McLaren and Rodders in the Mercedes. Not sure what's happened there, but definitely not on what Rodders wanted or the McLaren.
No.
We've got Rossi. Rossi's all over the back of Watnall. Still trying to make something out of them soft tyres. So he gets on. Eagles made positions up to P8, all over the back of Notraz and the Aston Martin.
Yeah, it doesn't look as though she's got damage.
Just going to go for a move on the Aston Martin.
Oh, no, I say that.
Inside.
Yeah, I say that she hasn't got damage, Michaela, but she's has pitted. Oh no, she retired.
Retired.
Not happy with Rodders there. That love kiss to Rodders wasn't well received.
I don't know if Rodders got any damage on his wing.
Don't know. I didn't see any damage on Michaela.
Doesn't look like it. Not currently, anyway. Right. Well, we're seven laps in, Stars. Oh, Rodders a bit squiggly there, mate. 7 laps in. Watnall's got past Cornish.
Of course, he's got back in.
Going side by side.
Oh, he's going to lose out.
Rossi's going to have a look as well.
Yeah. Cornish is struggling to hold on to the top 3.
Jesus, look at all them 3 just sticking to each other.
Yeah. Is Cornish going to go for the move into turn 1 or whatnot?
The side by side into turn 1. Watnall's going to have to take it wide. Oh, no. It's been collected between the 2 of them. No! Oh no, Cornish.
Watnall. I think that's what on Watnall's
fault. But
yeah.
Cornish was making some good moves, some good driving side by side, and all 3 of them sticking close to each other.
That's definitely on Watnall, that one.
Oh no, it's definitely on Watnall. I'm just a race for Alpine. We need as many points as we can get. Oh dear, unfortunately.
For once, it wasn't Cornish's fault.
I know. But tell you what, the last driver just got past Rossi there, back up to P2. Don't necessarily know if he's going to have any damage there, but it's definitely affected Cornish's race. It's barely affected Watnall's. He's still up in P2.
There's still a long way to go.
Oh yeah, absolutely. 50.
Oh, Cornish almost loses the rear end there.
Rossi's got back up to P2 on the softs. Now, this is the point. Where do we think these softs are going to drop off? If they haven't already.
Of course. Vettel's under huge pressure at the moment. He's just lost a place to Dappelov, and he's about to lose the place to Snull DK. Is it Snully?
SDK.
SDK.
It's just easier to call him SDK.
Yeah. He's SDK. I remember him. Changed his name more than he changed his socks. But yeah, Vettel definitely struggling at the moment to keep pace, which is expectable from an F3 driver against F2 drivers, And he is on the hard tyre. I just realised that. So, yeah.
Six has picked up a time penalty. What we got in the chat? Invade Matt JP reactions by Rossi. Yeah, to be fair, there were good reactions by Rossi to not get involved within that. But I I tell you what, since we've had the safety car, Par Rodders, who's dropped back a bit with the incident with Michaela, there's not a lot of gap between them. There's little gaps, but there's not huge gaps.
Yeah, they kind of settled in now, I think.
Yeah.
To the race. So, yeah, but look at this Cornish. For being in like P2, he's right at the back of this train now, and it's very hard to get past when you're in those kind of trains.
But knowing Cornish, he's going to be in that mindset now. He's going to dig deep and put the work in.
Yeah, he's going for the
his way back up.
And he has got the move done there on Richie. Richie kind of let him have that one.
Yeah, I don't think he was fighting it, although he's just gone wide.
Yeah.
Rich was going to have a look then on the corner.
Yeah, Richie's got a nice run out there, I tell you that. We get him back.
He's looking down the inside.
He is. Got it.
Yeah.
How much Cornish could do there because of the run he got out of the last corner.
Yeah, it wasn't great. Well, he's sticking it to the back of that. Aston Martin.
Vettel is just basically given up there and sort of let him through.
I don't know why.
He's struggling on those hard tyres at the moment.
He's only 10 laps old, unless they're gone off and they'll come back again. But
it could be just, medium tyres and all those tyres are still, very much the better tyre at the moment compared to the hards.
Duffelump's going to make a move past Dano up to P9 in the Williams on them medium tyres. So, as Dano kind of goes into the back of Duffalump there.
Just noticed that Devil Noob still got that 2.5 second-ish lead up front. It's not Rossi's not closed it down yet.
No.
He is fighting with Watnell and Petronas at the moment, so it's kind of hard to close the gap when you've got people right on your tail. Like,
sorry, just trying to open my window. No, I mean, there's not a lot of action going up at the top in terms of Watnell's off the back of Rossi, and then there's 2.7 seconds to JD, so he's creating quite a nice gap there. But some other little scraps in the middle here between Dano, Dufalump, and then you've got Richie, Cornish. Still trying to work out why Vettel dropped back, but I'm not quite sure though. Unless he was collected.
Did they Bobby look a little bit laggy some places?
A little bit.
I was looking at Petronas then, and his car was jumping. Or is it the car behind him? Sorry, I think it was Len.
No, he's jumping a little bit.
Or is it Petronas? It's these damn lobbies now, they're so crap.
I still they don't care about it anymore, do they? New games coming on.
Yeah.
Well,
it's been a lot
of money into something that's not, it's basically gone.
It's always the same every year though. Come the last month or two of the game, the lobbies just crash, and there's lots of lag. And I was in the lobby the other week in Miami. I was hosting it, and I actually dropped out.
Oh really?
Yeah. And I never dropped out.
Strange. You've got a yellow flag at the back. Who's been collected there? Not Raz. Not Raz has been collected in the Aston Martin. He's now done P15.
That's moved Cornish up to
Slicks has gone into the
P11
pits.
now.
Only 13 laps out of those mediums.
So Cornish now is back into the points, P10.
He is.
So
like
he's
I
fought
said,
his way back up.
He'll dig deep. He'll get his way back up the grid. He just needs to keep his cool and just keep his head down, and he'll keep going. But quite easily, like we said earlier, one safety car can change the whole race depending on when it comes out.
You look at the. Let's have a look at him. Cornish is only 12 seconds off the lead. Spike spinning. And getting through traffic. So he's not out of this race by far.
No, not at all. I mean, even you put it even in like if he didn't have traffic and he wasn't then having to scrap with the likes of Vettel and Richie, it'd have probably been even further or closer to the lead. So
you think about it, right?
Still-
I mean, he could have got it in his head then after that contact. Oh well, I can't be asked to do the rest of this 100%. Just pit it. You know what I mean?
yeah,
But fair dues to the guy. He's kept going.
they dig deep. Whatnot and Rossi scrapping. They've still got Petronas all over the back of them. Well, making this a three-way fight for second place currently. Rossi on them older, softer tyres. Can he keep Whatnot at bay? Whatnot almost looked like he's losing a bit of grip there on the exits of corners.
Saying that, I think Cornish is a bit of a slide because he's lost a bit of time to button there. But just noticing now that Rossi has brought the gap down now to 2 seconds. So he is closing in on what Devil
to use his ERS a bit more and then go on the attack more towards JD rather than sitting back. You know, they're going to try to push as much out of these soft tyres as they can if they're going on the alternative strat.
He's on 22% ERS compared to Devil who's 11. So it's not as though Devil who's not using ERS, he's flashing. He's trying to keep that 2-second gap so that you can get in, get out.
He's played it smart. He doesn't want to tussle with Whatnot into turn one. He's obviously witnessed what's happened between him and Cornish before, and he doesn't want any part of that. Lets him go.
Yeah, I would have thought the medium tyres now are starting to come good.
Yeah, no, definitely. Definitely. And it almost looks like Rossi's struggling a little bit for grip, having to use the whole track. So, but I mean, he's still within that DRS, which is going to help him drag him along from Whatnot. He's just going to have to play very, very attacking to be defensive behind him.
Yeah. Thing is now he's got that same problem now where he has to play defensive.
Yeah.
It sometimes loses you time, see. You get ahead. You're constantly looking in your rear view mirror. It's like, because look at that, the gap's open now because Whatnot's having to fight to defend.
Oh yeah, massively. This is just letting JD run away with it. They were all rushing to turn one.
Oh no,
Dano
no.
has crashed on the straight. Just to the left of the straight. What has happened there? Something's been collected. I think Slicks has picked up another 3-second time penalty.
Well, this definitely brings Cornish back into it.
Oh yeah, massively. Massively. They're happy with this. And I mean, you know, all of those tyre runners, especially those soft runners, Rossi and JD, are going to be very happy with this because it means they're going to get on the fresher tyres and basically have a free pit stop. So, yeah.
And the ones who are back, they will benefit big time from this because they just literally went straight into the pits.
Yeah, 20 seconds back. They'll
jump some places. Yeah, no. Because they pitted straight away. The other guys will be under safety car conditions still, and they'll be just closing that gap.
I presume everyone is going to start flooding in the pits. Yep.
Well, Button stayed out. He obviously feels that not the right time to pit for Button. But compared to the rest, I mean, he's 14 lap older tyres. Look at that, Richie Chapel up to P4.
He hasn't pit though. I don't understand why. Why wouldn't these guys pit? Why would you not take the free pit stop?
Hoping for another safety car, maybe.
But they're on 17 lap old tyres. Richard being on 17 lap old mediums. Think you ain't gonna get by the time the safety car has gone round, come back in, you ain't gonna get much more out of them.
Oh yeah, you'll remember it's a double race, so medium still effectively lasts to about lap 28, something like that.
Okay.
It's double race distance, isn't it? I think normal.
Does it really affect the tyre wear that much?
You'd be surprised when you stick the tyre wear when you do it.
Rich is now in the pits.
They react
now
as
in
though the tyres react as though they're 100%. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, no.
So
really.
if you do like 17 laps on the softs, you'd be surprised that they're only like 60%.
Yeah. Well, they've both come in the pits anyway, so I don't really. Yeah, I would have just pit the lap before. Unless they are under the same impression, you know, it's a long race. There's still a lot, you know, quite a few laps. 47 laps left of the race. So you know, there's plenty of time for it to swing both ways. Really, I mean, you can still got Button on the 15 lap old mediums leading the race currently, which I presume is going to get swallowed up quite quickly by the fresher tyre medium of JD. Not Razen P10 on the softer tyre.
It's bad to think that F24 is only 2 weeks away.
No, it's not. It's not long, is it?
This is the last remnants of F23.
Well, Button's already gone. He's gone on them older mediums. He doesn't seem to have made any headway off the back of JD. He was now slowly catching up to the back of him. Rossi's going to try and obviously keep it on the track and in position with those hards and dig deep as long as he can go. JD having a weirder look, trying to look around the outside. He's going to look around the outside and go around the outside of Button on the pressure tyre.
I thought he was going to be patient and just wait, but he's not.
No, he wants to get it done. He wants to get past and go. There you go, Rossi. You deal with that. I'm gonna try and make a gap. Oh, he's had a big snapback there though, so has lost a little bit of time. There's Rossi on the harder tyre. He's trying to get past Button.
Button's sitting back yet.
As SDK's picked up a 3-second time. Tyre touch from Rossi and Button, so close together. Going side by side into the last part of sector 3. Rossi gets it done. It's now Watnall's job. He's got quite the easier job down the straight.
There's so much
But has he?
close action, yeah, going on.
Button. He's going to try and stick it around the outside of Button, which he does. Jonas is going to have a look at the back of that as well.
Yeah. He's like a dead weight, yeah, Button at the moment.
Yeah, he needs to get off the mediums. He's dropping like a fly.
Both Button and Patronus have got hit straight.
Something's happened to Cornish.
Oh no, he's gone off.
I don't know, he then went slow through that uphill S-bend and then
Yeah, he ghosted and then
ghosted on the side of the track.
he must have just lost it up the hill.
Rodders off.
Listen, car's going off.
Oh, there's been collected.
right,
What is going on? Slicks is off, Rodders is off, DRS
Yeah.
spinning label, Watnall's picked up fastest lap.
What's happening to Cornish?
What is going on with these lot?
I think Cornish is Cornish out on it?
He might have had enough. I don't know, unless he's just coming in the pits.
Damn.
I can't see any damage.
Yeah.
He's putting a new. He has. Yeah, he's just got a. Yeah.
Oh, the way he came into the pits, I didn't think he was retiring because he came in very slowed down. So, now he's carrying on. Like I say, it's still 2/3 of this race still to go. So,
Yeah, we're only 22
exactly,
laps in.
Only 22 laps in, and Cornish is like, another safety car away from being back
And
in
he's
it.
back in again. Yeah. Completely. Button's still going on the older mediums. Now dropped from P1 to P9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now he's out of that pack, he can sort of get to grips on those tyres again.
Yeah.
It's like I say, 18 lap old mediums is not like 18 lap old mediums in 50%.
No, not at all. We'll see if we can get back in. I'm just
Honestly,
going to...
people on the fresh tyres will have a pace advantage.
Yeah, no, of course.
Just a shame Mike Gus wasn't here tonight. Good race. Devil move, leading this race at the moment by 2.1 seconds, much like he was before. He's keeping that little 2-second gap to the field. So Slicks is out, safety car again, and Cornish is definitely back in it now. So, what do you do now? I mean, we are running out of safety cars now, so as I believe my co-commentator has just missed that. that's a shame. Slicks, obviously. But, devil knew.
Apologies, I popped a toilet.
And you missed safety
Sorry.
car.
Sorry.
That's fair enough. When you gotta go, you gotta go. Yeah, Slicks out. That does bring Cornish back into this. Like we were saying, it only takes one safety car, and it came literally about a lap later. So this is your last one now, Cornish. You can't mess up now. I think we've had like 5.
Yeah, but the first one was a VSC, or does it still count?
Does it show how many safety cars we've had on the racetrack?
Maybe. I'm not sure.
No.
Right, this is prime. Thank God, Button has gone in the pits.
He was just waiting for the right timing.
Yeah, but yeah. He's gonna get a longer stint on them tyres, although he has put softs on. So unless he's doing what, medium soft hard or a medium soft medium?
Cornish just done 4 pit stops already.
What a trooper!
And we're only 25 laps in.
He's getting his money's worth out of the pit crew.
Yeah, making them work for a living.
Oh dear.
Yeah, you know what it is? He's just coming in for a cup of tea. He's like, oh yeah, make sure there's a tea ready for me, boys.
I don't know if he can. Where is he in the? I didn't have a look actually where Cornish was. He's in P8, so he could make some places past Randy Gandy up to P7. Like I said, the only real person that can make a difference is Rossi gaining P2 over Michaels if he gets 10 points or more. And the same with Eagle can get 10 points more than Rossi. So we'll see.
Amazing that we're not even halfway through the race yet.
I know. Although it is only 9 o'clock, I'm quite surprised how early it actually still is. I think it's the short. And we said this the other week. You know, it's the quali that takes the time, not the actual race.
Quali is longer than a race.
Yeah. But
makes you wonder where we should go to short quali, but I prefer.
I don't mind
quali.
it. It just depends.
I prefer full quali. It's more exciting. Especially, I mean, you look at F3, right?
Yeah, that's true.
F3 quali is immense. Every quali. You got like people like having to use extra tyres in the first part of quali just to try and get through, and then you get to the second part quali, you only got one set.
Yeah.
Use and stuff like that. Yeah.
Well, if I was JD, I'd be getting quite annoyed with all these safety cars because he seems to every single time he almost creates like a nice little gap between them.
Yeah.
And then he has to do all that work all over again.
I said that exact same thing when you were away. I said he could create this 2-second gap, and now he's got to build it all up again.
When is he gonna go? He's gone. Has he caught Watnall sleeping? I don't think so. Oh, he's a bit of a gap, a little bit of a gap, but Rossi is all over the back of that Haas, even on them hard tyres, so he's making it work on them. Rodders making moves up to P11. SDK's been collected.
Oh no, Cornish is
turn
round.
1. Cornish has been collected in turn 1. He's lost his front wing. He's either going to have to come in for another pit stop. I don't know whether that's just unlucky. He's been collected, or if it's just like the wrong place, wrong time kind of thing. But he's been collected quite a few times.
I can actually see what happened. Did he lose it himself, or?
I'm not sure. But he shouldn't have. He's only on 7-lap old mediums. He should have been alright. Button's trying to put in the work with his brand new soft tyres. Getting all the back of Rodders in the Mercedes.
I think this race for Cornish has been one to forget.
Yeah, no, completely. It's almost like he wants to screw F123 up in a ball and just chuck it in the bin. Get on with the new game.
Yeah.
Oh dear, bless him. Not the. And he was in such a good position at when you went into the first couple of laps of the race. It's
been a disaster since then. Yeah. But like I say, yeah.
He's got a new wing on. He's got hard tyres on. He's going to carry on. Slicks has crashed, or is he out?
No, he was the one that caused the safety car earlier. Is there another safety car still available? I'm not sure.
The only thing I think it was there might be one because of the VSC not being a full safety car.
I'm not sure how many you've had. That's 3 or 4.
We had one VSC and one safety car in the first 3 laps. Then we had another one and another one. And another
I think we had 4.
I think we've got one more.
One more, yeah. Well, credit to Cornish, he's continuing. Last chance saloon now, so if he needs another safety car now, really.
Yeah, he's you know.
Really his credit, really. The others have got to pit again. So if he can make that time up on these hard tyres and open track, you know, he's put some banger laps in on the hard tyres.
Is he going to be able to
undercut
hold them
people.
tyres for 36 laps?
Yeah, the hard tyre will go that long. Just put all you need to do now, open track, he's got open track ahead of him, just bang the laps in and undercut a load of people, and then go on the softs at the end maybe if he feels like, or just go to the end.
Watnell in second place is going to chase down JD on the medium tyres. He's going to have a look down the inside. He's going to send it on the inside. Quite an easy overtake for the Haas driver. But I'm sure he will have JD fighting back at him.
JD hasn't been able to bridge that 2-second gap this time.
No, unfortunately not. I mean, he's still got Rossi sticking to the back of these two on the harder tyre, so he's doing well to keep up with them.
Could this be JD's moment here today? He's saying that he hasn't still got that elusive winning RSF1, and I'm hoping for Red Bull, obviously, that he does do it. So I've got my fingers crossed.
Exactly. You got Penrose in the chat going, "Can Devil Noob hack the pressure?" Well, he's been able to up till now. I mean, like we said earlier, obviously he would be getting frustrated, but he just needs to keep his cool, keep it calm, and just chase the back of that Haas, and then just playing along again with the tyres, I think.
course, they're on a similar strategy by the sounds of it, with
Yeah.
breaking that
Button's going to
mediums.
make a pass on them soft tyres, past Duffel up to P9 in the Ferrari. So
Sometimes it's better to sit in P2 because then you can just sit there, build your ERS up, use their car in front. Although Whatnot has got.
He saves it.
Yeah.
He doesn't use it. He just keeps saving and saving and saving until he needs
Yeah.
to.
Yeah,
He's,
6% compared to.
Quite
Hell,
wise
he's
with it.
50.
His corner's just picked up a 3 seconds on for it.
Yeah, he's pushing hard. At the back.
Penrose put in the chat, I smell some rage in the air.
Yeah, I would imagine so.
Yeah, I can't imagine the Cornish party is quite happy tonight. So
Yeah, he was at a party with Grunty earlier, so.
he
Don't know
bought
if he
it
still
from
is.
Problem JD is going to have is if he runs no traction, his tyres will feel awful in Sector 2.
Oh, he's in a party with Patronus Grunty. So, yeah.
We'll see what the Red Bull driver can do. We'll keep an eye on him. Have we got any moves further back? I mean, Differlump's all over
No,
the
he's
back
been
of...
quietly not noticing. It is actually Patronus. And Eagle.
Yeah, I mean, he's just been sat in P4. He's been sticking to the back of this group, really.
Absolutely, we haven't mentioned him at all.
Chuntering along, really. Par when we thought he had his dodgy connection, but yeah. No, he's done well. How many positions is he up? He's up 2 positions, so he's from P6 to P4.
Of course, his big day is tomorrow, which
It's the big championship
the
day. Big fight, isn't it?
championship decider, Fish Sticks versus Patronus for the F3 title tomorrow night, 8 p.m. here in Spain. 100% race here at RSF1, and yeah, the constructors has already been decided. McLaren taking that, but everything to play for, really. Tomorrow night, and obviously you'll be there racing.
I will be there. JD has managed to get past Whatnot back into P1, so we're sticking to the back of him still going. But yeah, no, I'll be there tomorrow to watch it. But you know,
Watch it.
I'll watch it. Well, watch it in real life as I'm racing, but
You mean racing it?
I'll be racing it. That's the one. That's the one I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Oh, it's been a long day, stuff. It's been a long day.
Well, I'll be there on my own doing the comms by the sounds of it.
Yeah, I don't think Michaels is feeling too great, but no, we'll see what happens with it. I'm sure it'll be interesting.
That's going to be interesting for me on my own, but like I say, I'm looking forward to it anyway. Hopefully,
You'll be fine.
like I say, I just hope it's a really good race between them. You know, they both
It
finish.
will be. Div 3's not a pretty good race.
One of them finishes like. Hopefully, they finish the top 3, and they decide it that way. There's, but we'll see tomorrow night. I just hope there's no early retirement from any one of them.
Hopefully not. Hopefully they can fight all the way through the race. Whatnot's managed to get.
It'd be a bit of a
past,
letdown then in terms of season ends that way.
Whatnot's managed to get past JD in the Haas back up to P1. So it's almost like a switching game. Every lap they're going to keep switching positions, using that DRS to their advantage down the straight.
Yeah. I don't think Daryl New is fussed about being in P1 or not.
No, not at all. I think he's quite
got
happy
the
as long as
pace.
he's still within that DRS range, dragging
Same
him
with
along.
Rossi, really.
Rossi.
is just sitting there on the hard tyre, keeping pace with him, and
Patiently waiting, isn't he? Well, I mean, this. What is it? What's the gap?
Yeah, Petronas just about holding on to that
To be
top
fair,
three.
this scrap for the Div 2 Constructors Championship is now between Rossi and Watnall. 3 points separating the two of them. With Alpha Tauri currently in front by 3 points, so we'll see what happens between the two of these. As we move away from the front pack, we've got some tight drivers between Lem, Scar, Vettel, De Fulham, who has just managed to get past Vettel as he puts it on the sausage curve.
They're not far behind, though. You look at it, though. I mean,
No, when you look at the actual timings, Cornish with the additional pit
Gallant's
stops
a
in there.
Richard Chapel, right? I mean, the top 11 aren't separated by a lot.
Not at
Think
all.
about it. This DRS train is dragging all of them along.
Not at all, but it is making it very difficult for the likes of Rodders and SDK and Cornish to try and catch up. I think they'd like to see more scraps and battles going on between these and potentially causing a safety car that'll bring them all back in, but it is a difficult
Cornish
order.
is it's effectively 35 seconds behind the 11. Oh, sorry, 45 seconds. Apologies. That's a long way. He really needs a safety car.
Yeah, massively. I mean, there's some there's work you can put into it, and then there's that. As I've just flipped on to Petronas, he's had a little flick through the uphill S-bend, so maybe
he is
18 laps on them medium tyres now.
pushing hard to keep up with this pack. To be honest. Don't want to fall out of that DRS up.
No, not at all. They keep within it. I think, Par. I mean, JD's got past Watnell again, but he has significantly got less ERS compared to Watnell and Rossi behind him.
I think JD needs to think tactically, and try and build that ERS up.
Yeah, massively.
Sit behind Watnell for a good few laps, and then.
No, and I think Watnell will probably trying to do the double, won't he? He's the champion of the division. He'll be trying to get the constructors as well, whereas Rossi is currently fighting for that P2 place if he can get over 10 points, which he currently will, and also fighting for the constructors at the same time. So
how close is it in the constructors?
3 points. AlphaTauri's 3 points ahead of Haas.
And the other AlphaTauri is not racing today, is it? Or...
No, he's literally the only one. The other one was Slicks, but he's obviously crashed out.
Crashed out.
As Penrose, I did just have a look at that. So you've got the madman that is not Ras on 19 lap old softs. But I will note they do look very, very slow.
Yeah, so constructors, that is interesting. There's basically,
JD's.
if Rossi gets the victory here today and Watnell's in second place, that'll be a swing of 7 points. No, if Watnell finishes second and Rossi finishes third, that'll be a swing of 3 points to Watnell. That would bring them all square in the constructors. How would it work out then?
I don't know. Would you go fastest
They
laps
share
or
championship?
most wins between them? Or?
I don't know. I mean, I think it would probably go to Haas because Watnell has won a lot of races, I would imagine, being the champion. But you'd have to look into it, count back maybe, or do they share the championship in that respect? Or does it go? I know they do it in drivers, but they do it in the constructors as well.
Potentially. Yeah, again, I think this is going to be a switching game. You've got JD, who's on that 17% ERS, and Watner, who's just currently cruising with a 63, and he's just gaining and gaining all the time. So they're going to continue to keep seeing switches between these two. We've seen a switch between Lem and Eagle into the first corner as well, so a switch around for those two. But again, still quite close, apart from the gap that is starting to form between Patronus in P4 and Button in P5. The rest of the grid is quite tight up till P9. P10.
Can you imagine though that does happen though? Devil Noob wins here today, Watnell second, Rossi third.
I know.
Oh God.
Be a bit. I wouldn't really know what to say to that.
That'd be mad. That after a whole season of racing, two constructors finish on equal points.
Who would you congratulate? Just congratulate both of them, or?
I don't know. I mean, if we did, we can't congratulate any of them because they're all in different console. They're all PC.
Oh yeah, true. Oh no, Watnell's got a separate. He's got. An
yeah. He's got an Xbox. Yeah. So we can congratulate Watnell.
Yeah. Oh no! Not Russell's head of spin! Oh no! Oh, what? Oh, it wasn't them 22 lap old bloody softs, and Penrose did call in the chat. He said he's a madman for 18 lap old softs, but 22, which is a bit too much for him, and he's just lost it mid corner into that third corner.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Well, there's only so far you can push the tyres. I mean, Rodders is the oldest.
He almost loses it again.
Take
it easy.
I think he needs to get in them pits.
Yeah.
There was some movement with, I think it was Lem. I want to say it was Lem as well. He lost some. It was a Williams. Lost some traction in one of the corners.
Well, Devon loses side of pit. Get the undercut. Going to the medium tyre again. The end of the race probably now. He's going to come out into the pack. A lot of people have pitted. So will he have a bit of open track ahead of him? That's the question now.
Depends what the undercut here is as well. Is he going to try? Is it worth the undercut here?
Yeah, he's got a nice 8-second gap to Richie Chapel. So he will be able to put the hammer down now. If I was him personally though, I wouldn't use my ERS. Just leave it. Just use the pace of the actual pressure tyres.
Yeah. Sorry, Bullsock saying that someone was going 27 laps on soft tyres just today from the start of the race?
Yeah. Easton and there's three of them actually. Easton, Stella, and Eva. Like I said, those guys didn't qualify, and they basically saved fresh tyres for the race, and they basically started on the softs. But they, to be honest with you, those guys are way faster than the rest of the guys in that field.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't have mattered if they'd started on the hards. They would have probably still made their way up through the field. Devil Noob comes out ahead of Watnell.
Watnell is going to have them. Well, we obviously know we can take those mediums till the end, but Watnell's going to be able to push a bit harder on the harder tyres. It's just when they'll fall off and when they'll come back in. But
is that a risky strategy there from Devil Noob? Because his tyres will get to the end.
Yeah.
They are going to fall off a little bit.
We've just, we've
And
just
so-
seen some people struggle with
How-
tyre wear.
How far away he can get from Whatnot before that becomes a factor, because he is out of the 1 second window. Whatnot needs to be in that 1 second window to make his strategy work. But to
Although-
get those tyres up to temps to hards straight away is really...
Patronus is on 25 lap old mediums. He doesn't necessarily look like he's losing any grip or anything, so and he looks alright through the S bend, so maybe they'll be alright. Interesting battles anyway. We've got Vettel literally on the back of Richie Chapman in the Aston Martin.
Oh, Duffel
Duffelin's crash. No, retired in the pits.
Strange.
Very strange because he wasn't having a horrendous race.
And Cornish has actually made a place. As this car... Oh, Snell is X'd out.
He's currently in AI, so a bit weird.
I haven't got him on as a friend, so I can't invite him back. He's on PC. He overtakes. I think he's like a lap down though anyway.
Rossi is in the pit, so we can see where Rossi comes out. He's going to come out behind the pack. How far behind is he from Whatnot? He has also chosen to go on the medium sides, but he has put in a longer stint on those previous ones. He's 5 seconds back from Whatnot, so he's gonna have the ability to push those tyres a little bit more than JD, but
Whatnot has broken that 1 second window now. He is flying on those hard tyres.
I'll tell you what, the boy's gifted. He's very quick on the game. So good luck to him in Div 1 next season, I guess.
But Sneller, SDK is back, whatever you want to call him. Oh no, it's not back. Thought he was back then. Oh, maybe he is back actually. 'Cause I think he's a lap down because he's ghosting because.
This is quite nice for JD. I mean, he's all on the back of.
Yeah, I think he's ghosting because he's a lap down.
He's on the back of
He's on the
Vettel,
pass-
who's pulling
he's
him
on the
along.
pass
But he's
car.
also now getting in the way of him. They're racing technically because Vettel is ahead of him. So we'll see what happens. It's Vettel. They come together. Almost looks like Vettel's lagging a bit there.
Yeah, the lobby's not the greatest. Patronus actually leading this race.
As JD's going to look to make the pass round the outside of Richie. He has the fresher tyre. Going to make it stick quite easily, but Vettel and Richie aren't making this easy for Whatnot, as he needs to get by these two as quick as possible and catch up to the back of JD again. But that connection with Vettel is... who's absolutely rinsing his ERS to try and stay ahead of him.
The better connections on all of them look dodgy at the moment.
It's not great at the minute. Whatnot's going to try and move down the inside of Richie. Makes it work.
Yeah, they've both cleared the traffic now and they can just shoot off into the distance now and
they can get their
chase
heads
down
and
Button.
just crack on with it. Chase down Button and our current leader in Petronas.
Button on 20 lap old softs at the moment.
I know, 21 lap.
And he loves taking those tires the distance, doesn't he?
He likes to push him to the edge, to the very edge. So, what happened
no,
there?
he's
Not
coming
sure.
in now.
Did
He's coming in now.
Did
Button.
Diffalump get damage from soft winners? I'm not sure. Potentially, maybe.
And Petronas is coming in at the same time. 29 lap old mediums. So he's going to go to softs to the end. What is Button going to do?
See where
Softs to the
Petronas
end
comes
as
out
well.
in terms of Rossi, how far back he is. He's a fair bit back, but he is on them fresher tyres. He's soft to the end though, like you say.
He's going to have to do 22 laps on the softs again. I'm P9, just behind his teammate, who is on 6 lap older than softs. So you feel Eagle can't get them to the end.
So it's one
Interesting
of these boys who
strategies.
race tonight and tomorrow night. It was 132 laps.
Interesting strategies around here today
Oh yeah, massive.
with the tyres. That's why I was saying to you earlier about having the fresh tyres for the race. Because qualifying you basically sacrifice because it means nothing in this longer race. I mean, look how much it's changed throughout the whole of the race, the lead. You see there, Watnall's taking the lead off of Devil Move. Got a funny feeling now, Devil Move may be regretting going on to those medium tyres.
To make it stick for the minute, I think, he was in that situation, you can still see it. Even though Watnall has massively used his ERS, I think he used that to try and get past the traffic of Vettel and Ritchie. But he's massively used that ERS to try and pull a gap or to try and get up to Devil Noob. So he's in a slightly better position of the two.
Just feel that Devil Move should have gone to the hards.
Someone's been collected in Sector 3. Who's that? Is it SDK?
Yeah.
The lap down.
Credit to him for carrying on then.
I was just looking in terms of fuel, and we're going to say that everyone's fueled correctly for this, and nobody massively underfueled, taking stupid risks.
Yeah. Kind of hard to judge though, isn't it?
It's hard to judge, but I don't think you would want to judge it too well, would you?
Here's the point now though, concentration comes into play.
Exactly. And we've said this before, we said it in the first 100% race that we had of the of this season, wasn't it? It's the concentration. Can you stick with it? Can you keep concentrated for this many laps?
Yeah.
It's well enough doing it on a 50% week in, week out, but when it actually comes down to it for 100%, can you make it stick?
You kind of get into a flow though, don't you?
Oh yeah, massively. Until something happens, like a safety car or an incident in front of you, and it puts you off and it takes you out of that flow, and it's going from that and getting back in it, and whether you can stay there.
Talk about flows, that's Petronas making that mistake there, getting the 3 second out. Richie
Chapel!
And that is a virtual. Could it turn into a full safety car?
Is that between him and Vettel going into the pit? I think it
Well,
might have been. I was literally just about to turn around and say, look at these two on 30 lap old mediums.
Drive-through penalty, speed under the safety cost for STK goes from bad for worse. But not a full safety car and obviously run out of safety cars for Cornish.
But yeah, I'm not sure what's. The only thing I can think of is they were both trying to go into the pits at the same time. I know they were very close to each other. But shame. Do you know what? I'm going to say it. It's a shame it's not a safety car because it would have been really played into the hands of the likes of Cornish, the likes of Rodders.
Cornish does get a free pit stop out of this, though, so it could bring him up a little bit, but he is massively so far behind it.
He's in the points. He's back in the points.
Yeah.
So he is at least going to collect a point for his efforts today.
Yeah. But I would love to have seen a full safety car. Come on. We just run out of safety cars. That's the problem. Long virtual there. Worked perfectly for Cornish there, though. Isn't that? Oh no, it's a safety car.
This one says virtual.
There's a safety car on the track.
Oh yeah. Well, it is glitched. And Days Freaks in the lobby. Thank you, Dave. Oh. Okay.
Is it a virtual?
No, it is a safety car. JD is sat behind the safety car.
That does bring Cornish back into it.
Which brings Cornish back into it, but I tell you what, it's now put Button in a prime position. Watnall's pitted onto the softs. JD is going to be vulnerable on them 10 lap old mediums. They will get into the end, but...
I would pit. You've got no chance.
Is it going to take you... How far that's going to take you down?
You've just got no chance. He'll be eating up. I'm telling you, you have to sacrifice position here. He'll come out behind, I'd say, Lem, possibly, or maybe Skies or Eagle. But you've got to pit. You've got to pit. You just can't sit there on 10 lap old mediums compared to all those guys on fresh sauce.
What's he going to do?
If you want to win,
he stayed out. He thinks he can do it.
There's not going to be no more safety cars. That's the problem.
I mean, not Raz has stayed out, and he's on the 11 lap old soft, so he's going to take them 25.
I don't know. I think he's throwing away the win there. Personally, now it changes the safety car.
Safety car is out on track. It says virtual. It's an EA game. Did you honestly expect it to be not Prek?
Mm-hmm.
That's the fifth and final one. Anything crashes after this, you're out of there. Yeah, I mean that is a good point. Maybe Volsec's right. There's
problem is Cornish pitted there.
They didn't have any more fresher tyres, but then JD hasn't pitted any more than Watnall. Oh, you mean unless he hasn't got any fresh softs potentially?
Yeah, that's the problem. Because he's not.
Unless he used them in quali.
He used them throughout the race, didn't he? He's not used to hard tyres, is he?
Yeah, that is also true. He used them at the start. He started on softs.
See, that's why we were saying to you earlier, him not going to the hard then, has compromised him.
Yeah, because he could have gone mediums, couldn't he?
Problem Cornish has got at the moment. I know he has actually caught up. Can Rodders and Snull SDK catch up? I know that he's a lap down.
Yeah, I think he's a lap down and stuck in
Rodders
the pack. Rodders.
Yeah, he's a lap down as well.
Yeah.
They want to pass, so that you can see that they want to pass. Be on the same lap.
JT's still not giving in.
You got to give credit to Cornish.
He's stuck with it. He's going to get some. If
stayed in the whole of the race. Now
stayed in the whole race. Oh, Dano's left. Oh, Dano to the hills out a while ago. He stayed in the whole race. He's stuck with it. Granted, the safety cars played a massive part in bringing him back into the race.
It's all those endurance races that he used to do. See,
it's all this Forza, this new Forza thing. It's helping him out.
Oh no, contact between SDK and I believe it was. I think he hit the back of the Tauri. So the Alpine. No, what am I saying? The Mercedes. I got that wrong 3 times.
You mean the back of Petronas? Is that what you mean? Right. Well, I don't know.
I feel for Devil. It just does not ever want to fall for him in this league. I tell you that. I was hoping that today would be the day that he finally got the win. I've just got a funny feeling it's gone. I think Whatnot is bang on for this one right now. But, like you say, still a long way to go, Rossi.
We've still got, what, 13 more laps? A lot can happen in 13 laps.
Rossi will have a say in it. And obviously Rossi's going to be fighting for the constructors. And they're both side by side right now. And they finish 1 and 3.
Almost like contact there between Whatnot and the Ferrari.
Button. Yeah. Like I say, he'd like to stay out on the tyres. Well, here we go. 12 laps to the end now. And Rossi are going side by side, and Whatnot stays ahead. Rossi is right behind him, and he isn't going to let him get away.
No. He wants the double, doesn't he? He wants the constructors and the championship.
He wants the victory here today. Like I say, obviously Devil New out there at
Cornish
front.
fighting with Lem for P9.
But like I say, if not Raz, could be and Button could be the ones that help him here, Devil New. Because they're going to hold up.
They could try and hold the pack up
for him. Button will not get out of the way easily, as we saw earlier.
No, not at all. This is going to be an interesting finish, I think.
Could Taiwan be key factor yet? In that Whatnot, yeah, he's on the fresh sauce. They're going to the end. The medium tyres, Devil New was on a 14 lap old. So there's a 10 lap difference between them. But what if Devil New could hold on for 5 laps? I think the pace advantage of the softs should start to die out.
Yeah.
And he may have a chance.
But we know how vicious and attacking Whatnot can be in when he's in these positions. So we just see what he can put in. He's going to obviously want to try and make quick work of Button and not Raz. He's just going to look on.
As Button goes wide
on
there.
The inside.
And we'll get the cut back on the inside. Still going side by side. Whatnot. I think he'll be safe and back out of that one and get the better exit onto the main straight. But Rossi's right behind him as well. They're going 3 wide almost there. Look at that, Button is not giving up at all.
Oh, the contact between Rossi and Whatnot.
Look at that, Button
Rossi's
right
going to have a look down
one.
the inside.
Yeah.
He's holding it.
Got the better traction on the inside, and you see there Petronas right behind it as well. He's not backing out of this win either. He's obviously thinking about that tomorrow, probably.
Yeah, I think he's going to be focused on getting this strat right, learning from today's race, and then trying to put it into play tomorrow.
Yeah.
Hopefully, any mistakes he's going to make have happened today, but he hasn't made many, if I'm honest, if any at all. But it's whether he
right.
wants to get involved in this constructors fight, or if he just wants to let him have a scrap.
Well, Rossi is getting held up by Button here, and it's compromising his exits because of it, and it's giving Watnall a chance to come back at him on this pit strike with the DRS, and Petronas sitting right behind it. They're going to have a massive train here going up to the turn one of 5 cars.
Burton's got a pass, not Raz. Rossi's trying to have a look down the inside as well. Slight contact. Not Raz has dropped back places. Watnall's got by. Petronas has got by.
Not Raz lost out big time there. But Cornish is made a position on his teammate. He's still in this fight for the win. You must be thinking this will be one of the greatest victories ever if he comes back from this.
Anywhere near the top four, they'll do the best comeback in a long.
What is he on penalty wise? Let's have a look. He's only got a 3 second there.
What's Rossi on? Because I see Rossi's got a penalty, and Petronas has also got a penalty. And
that spoils it for the championship. Rossi's going to lose out big time.
The only reason that Watnall is going to be pushing as much, because he must see that Rossi's got a penalty, is he's going to keep pushing to try and get back onto JD. He wants the win here. He's sat there thinking, I haven't worked this hard to not get the win.
What is Watnall on? Let's have a look.
He's managed to get past Button. Still
one morning
on the back of as Button's dropped a massive.
Yeah, he's had a bit of a spin there. What Button?
A safety car.
Safety car again.
What? For what?
A spin.
I thought we'd had them all.
Obviously not.
Nobody crashed out though, did they?
Oh, Devil Mover just built up a nice little lead as well.
Oh.
Will he pit though now? That's the question.
Well, we've got what? 8 laps.
8 laps.
3 of which will be in the safety car.
Thing is, he's vulnerable now to Rossi and Watnall, who passed the 2 problems that they had.
Watnall's going to be in this prime position here because Rossi's got that penalty.
Yeah. Well, Devil Mover
Rossi's going to stick to the back of.
It was his only option, really. Couldn't sit there with all those guys on feet.
No, I think the question is, Watnall being Watnall, and we know what he's like. He's going to want to finish P1 on track, regardless of a penalty.
Yeah.
So, he's going to push to get past Rossi, with Petronas right behind him. Whoa, what's gone on here?
No!
There's been a massive pileup. What?
Oh.
What?
He's disqualified. Rossi.
Why?
Well, that is it for the constructors. I just thought of something. Watnall could be on a penalty.
Watnall could be on a penalty.
Well, think about it. He took out Cornish.
Yeah, he could have. But I don't know what's happened there with the.
Cornish puts a clip in on Watnall. I mean, Watnall could lose out on P whatever he gets here because it'd be so close.
I mean,
to
Cornish
the
has
end of
just
the race.
Cornish has just let Petronas and Watnell pass him and put him back
Because it's
to P3, but I have no idea what's just happened there. It almost looked like they were coming around that corner. They're all, you know.
I think
stacked
something
up,
must have happened with the safety car.
and the safety
glitched
car's
or
just not
something.
gone, and it's glitched.
Yeah. Well, Cornish could still win this.
Poor Rossi. Yeah, poor Rossi.
Mm.
He's lost out here. The constructors. Eagles retired. The constructors essentially been decided by
Very
the
close.
game.
Mm-hmm. Shocking. We love this game, don't we?
I don't think we do. I think we can just put it in the bin because this is Rossi. Rossi? What happened there with the safety car? Does it just backed up?
What a joke.
On to 2024, mate. This game's just
Right,
way
say-
too many glitches.
3-point lead in the Constructors' Championship at the moment.
See, he said the safety car sat still and it never moved until they obviously had a collision.
Well, like I say, what no, could be getting a penalty. So
Oh, he will. He will.
he could drop out of the whatever position he gets. If he gets P9 out of this, then the Constructors goes to AlphaTauri. So it all depends on how close these people stick to each other. It all could come down to people who got penalties as well in this. So
Oh, yeah,
he
I
may
mean,
not lose out
yeah.
on P whatever. He could get P8.
100% race penalties matter. I mean, he's gone already. He's trying to create that gap. As Button at the back is spun.
What happens to Devil Noob?
He's down in P8.
He's 5 seconds down after the safety car restart.
He's just crashed into a wall.
No!
He's just gone. He literally didn't. The brakes didn't even work off that straight. I've just literally seen his icon just go straight into that wall at the end of the pit lane, at the end of the straight.
What has happened to this race?
I don't know. It's gone to shit. I'm not gonna lie.
It has absolutely collapsed here, this race at the very end.
Oh, the only thing I can think of is maybe Devil Noob got collected with Button, and that's why he spun off the restart. But that's the only thing I can think of.
I'm not sure what has happened yet. I tell you,
But we've
it's
gone from 19 drivers
to 7.
to 7.
Who is going to win this race now? Who knows? Looks like Watnell.
It looks like Watnell, but not Ras could be in prime time here. If Watnell was to get a penalty.
Yeah. Well, the win would go. Yeah, to not Ras.
Go on. To put Crackling in the chat as Cornish masterclass. Sky, Vettel and Rodders fighting at the back there between P7 and P6. But we're going to stick with these front 4, 5, 4. Apologies, though.
Well, look at that. Rodders, a lap down, is now. Oh, how did he get a lap back on? He's a lap down earlier. He's managed to somehow keep in all of this. Got 4 laps to go here. DRS enabled now. Cornish, out of nowhere, could still win this race. Not Raz, depending on penalties, could still win this race. And Rodas is overtaking Vettel. And Vettel is still in this race, which I'm amazed at.
I'm quite surprised as well, actually. With no offence taken.
He's normally out after about 3 laps.
But not
And
Raz
Rodas
was in
goes
prime.
wide.
Not Raz was in prime time anyway, because he's what, 4 lap old softs.
Yes. I love Trinus and Cornish are in the same party, so they'll be obviously coordinating this into this race.
Go on, you've got your race tomorrow. Just let me go. Go on, let me go.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Well, at least we'll be able to interview the top 3. Whoever that may be.
Yeah.
Oh no, not Raz. Is
Well, not Raz. We'll jump up to
PC.
P1 or P2.
Oh no! Look at that on the other. Out of nowhere.
No, he's just had a lift down the inside
napping.
of Cornish.
Completely
Oh,
napping.
dear.
Not Raz. Oh, that P3.
Two laps to go.
Cornish like,
Oh,
I'll
dear.
go to the end now. What the? Well, at least it's a fun end to the race.
Hey mate, it's all a bit of fun. It's all a bit of fun to the end of the not just the end of the race, the end of the season, the end of F2.
Yeah.
The end of 23. Thank God, because this
Yeah.
glitchy ass game is doing my nutting. But yeah. No,
It's only 10 o'clock. This race
I was
is
quite
flown by.
surprised as well, actually. I mean, I don't know if the stream is glitching as well, but it says we're on 66 people watch.
Bloody hell, yeah.
I don't know if it's true.
It could be. No, it can't be
The
66.
number is right. JD raided us.
Oh, he's rated it.
But yeah, no,
I
it's
had
been
a
a-
feeling there was something to do with that. Yeah,
I thought that
thank
I
you
thought it
for
was as
tuning in.
glitchy as
Yeah, you tuned into a rather, I'd say, an eventful first half of this race to an absolutely chaotic end to this race. Disqualifications, crashes. I don't know what the hell happened to Devil Noob. He was looking as though he was going to get his first win here in RSF1, but unfortunately it didn't work out for him. But this has been an exciting end to this race. Not Raz, out of nowhere, could get this victory here today, because turning on a penalty to Watnall because of the collision he had early on with Cornish, who unbelievably is up to P4 after all the disasters he's had
I
throughout
can't
this
believe
race.
it. I really can't.
I know.
It's
Being nearly a lap down at one stage to be in contention for a podium, I mean, that's mad. And like I was saying earlier, yeah, crazy.
not Raz has overtaken Watnall.
What?
Going up to the last lap, not Raz has overtaken Watnall.
He's
got a
having
lot
a-
less ERS, but he's overtaken him. He's in a fresher tyre, only 7 lap old soft.
It's a man on a mission, yeah. I tell you, he's a man on a mission. What? Oh, absolutely, probably fuming in that ass right now.
Oh dear. He's going to be chasing the back of that Aston Martin. He's going to want to send it fairly early, because even on, well, there's not a lot of room
Oh,
on
so
that,
good,
that
we can't
straight.
even-
He's just lost a bit of traction going out of there. I don't know if it's going to help him with DRS.
I think this is done. This is done.
I think he's done.
It is. Only got a few corners to go, and he is going to get the victory here on track from Watnall. Watnall, after all that his efforts throughout all this race, will come home in P2, but depending on penalties,
I don't think it'd be
Travis,
too bad. I think they'll still pick up the.
well, it depends if Cornish wants to send it in.
Yeah, of course.
You may want to send it in so you can get the podium.
Not Raz taking it on the last lap.
Wow. That's mega. Well, congratulations to Notraz. He's getting promoted now. F3 driver. F3 driver winning F2.
Oh dear.
Well, I'm just going to jump to the toilet. In fact, now, if you want to get him in for the interviews. Who are we going to interview? Is it not Raz and
we can get
Whatnot?
Yeah, we can get them
Patronus.
and then Patronus we can get in.
Get Cornish in?
Yeah, why not? So as we finish, obviously Notraz P1, Whatnot P2, Patronus P3, Cornish P4, making up some massive room from that race. Vettel P5, Rodders P6, Lem P7, JD Del Newman lucky with their for P8, Button P9, Eagle P10 to finish off the points. I think we've got that. Whatnell said he can't do an interview. We can get Patronus in.
Motion.
Is not Raz on?
Yeah, he's on PC, I think.
Okay. Oh dear. Are you able to invite
Yeah.
not Raz, mate?
No, he's PC.
Oh, okay, so we can't get him in at all. We've invited him. Whatnell can't do his interview anyway. Yeah.
What a race up.
No, it's cracking this.
Mad end to it. Mad end to it.
Here he is.
And here he is. Make sure we've all ticked the boxes.
Why have I been invited to a party?
I just can't invite the others. Basically.
I don't want to talk about my race, thank you.
Oh, why not? You worked back on it.
No, absolute disaster, mate.
Right, anyway, as we can't get anyone else in, Stars, do you want to do Cornish's interview and then I'll do Patronus's?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I was saying throughout the whole of that race, it's been an absolute disaster for all you. Because of the turn one incident with you and Whatnot. That kind of messed up your race. And for once, it wasn't your fault.
Enough of the for once, thanks.
Yeah. And so throughout that whole race, I was surprised that you kept going. I thought, oh, he's just going to park it, yeah. After every incident that you had, right, I thought, well, that's it for Cornish, yeah. That's it. You know, he's messed up again. You know, he's going to have to rely on yet another safety car. and another safety car, and eventually the last one paid off for you, and put you in contention for the win. But obviously, you didn't get the win or the podium. But you must be kind of happy, disappointed. I don't know. After that race,
I'm going to be honest, mate. In that question, you just summed up my race.
yeah.
But yeah, basically, Watnall just turned up a week early for turn one and decided to absolutely ram me, which and it's a shame because I did have good pace, but I felt like I had good pace this week anyway. And the reason why I didn't give up is because I'm the lobby host, so I can't leave the lobby anyway. So I thought I might as well drive around and see what happens. But yeah, just after every safety car restart, obviously I'm at the back trying to get my way through and just mayhem. So I got damage every single time, apart from the last one, when obviously it was me, Patronus, and whatnot in the front three. And I'm in a party with Patronus, and I was being nice to not dive bomb him. And because I was holding off, that let Raz past, and then I just had an absolute stinker of a lap, and I absolutely wiped out NRG Lem. So I'm really sorry, NRG Lem. So my race, I don't even. It's just an absolute a disaster, basically. But thank you for commentating, boys.
Yeah. It was enjoyable to watch, to be honest with you. The first part, let's say, it went a bit slow, but then coming to the second part of it, it was just chaos at the end. And yeah, I was a bit disappointed for Devil Noob, obviously, because I was hoping he'd get his first victory here today. And but like I say, obviously for Red Bull, obviously too as well. And yeah, but like I say, congratulations to Not Raz for getting his victory yesterday out of nowhere. Caught you napping on the last penultimate lap. It's tier 1. I just saw him just absolutely flying on your inside. I bet you must have thought, wait a minute, what? Turn around and thought,
Yeah.
where did he come from? And then we were like, because I was on board with you, and I looked and I thought, suddenly out of nowhere, Not Raz just flying past you. And I was like, that's amazing. And,
yeah, that was just me being nice to not try and overtake Ted, and yeah, he just
He tried.
past.
One
Yeah,
question.
so it just meant that he was able to go past. Yeah, what's up?
One question is, regards to the Constructors' Championship,
Yeah.
obviously, Watnall takes a double Constructors' Championship here, right? Because they had a 3-point lead over AlphaTauri, but are you putting in a clip on Watnall?
Well, it's not going to make a difference on my race, and
But it does make a difference on the Constructors' Championship.
It doesn't put him far enough down to make a difference because
7th place.
It wouldn't make a difference. All he needed is 4 points.
What is 7th?
don't know.
7th. What is 7th?
It's more than 4 or 4.
Yeah,
I
I think
it
8th.
would make a difference.
8th is 4 in it. Yeah, so 6.
Yeah.
6 points for 7th.
Yeah, so it will go to
Yeah,
us.
well, I genuinely don't know. I need to look back on and see what actually happened, and then I'll decide tomorrow morning. But I'm leaning on the side of no at the minute, just because he's apologised, and my race was a disaster anyway. But we'll see. I'll leave you on the edge of suspense.
But like I say, what he's saying that JP, it won't make a difference anyway.
No, I mean, yeah.
Obviously, he won't drop down further enough. But it's such a disappointment that was it because of the disqualification to Rossi. That's so unfair of the game. And, for it to end like that for Rossi and AlphaTauri, it's just really disappointing. We wanted to see a fair end to this Constructors battle, and we didn't get it because of the stupid game, which, thankfully, we're not going to be playing anymore after this week. But thank you very much, Cornish.
No worries, mate. Have a good evening again. Thank you for comms, and thank you everyone for watching as well for the final race of Div 2. I'm going. Have a good evening.
Cheers, mate. Right, on to Mr. Patronus, who I will start by saying, and take this with a pinch of salt, Patronus, but doesn't currently belong in this league, in this division, because you are racing tomorrow night as well, win your championship fight for F3. But some nice little practice for you, apart from par the all the safety cars and the obviously the mess at the end there with the collection into the safety car. But yeah, you looked like you had a good race overall, kept it consistent, didn't seem to have many issues at all or it to play into, and just kept it really consistent throughout the whole race. So how was that for yourself?
Well, basically this race was just like you said, a practice, test my setup. Just see what I mean, to be quite honest, I wasn't expecting third. The only issue I had once that race was going down the home straight and I touched the inside curb going into the outside curb going into turn 1.
Mm-hmm.
And for some reason it threw me left off the track. Apparently that happened to Matty yesterday. Some glitch or bug or something. I literally just touched the curb and it threw my car to the left. So I picked up a warning there, which if that hadn't happened, I wouldn't have got my 3-second time penalty. But yeah, other than that, I felt like I had good pace. I mean, it's a good track for me. It always has been. And I do like this track. But yeah, I mean, it was just I didn't want to go for no stupid moves. I was quite happy just following the leaders. And to be quite honest, with my setup, I didn't really have the pace to overtake. So I was just all in like a constant DRS train.
Yeah, no, I mean, I was saying to Stars at the end there, towards the end of that race, it almost looked like, not necessarily you didn't want to get involved in it, but you knew like there was some scrapping going on towards the end there with, before the incident with Rossi and Watnall, so you were kind of leaving them to it and letting them scrap and then just sticking to the back of them, which would seem to like a really good strategy. You kept DRS with you and you were sticking to the back of them, so it's keeping consistency across the whole 66 laps, which we said earlier in the race is quite a challenge in itself, being concentrated for so long and sticking. You kind of get in your own little mindset, and then every time something happens, like a safety car, like an incident on track, you then have to reset yourself and get yourself back into that mindset. But you seem to do it quite well today and just get back into the groove as soon as the safety car came out. But in terms of tomorrow, how do you think this this practice will set you up good in your championship fight tomorrow? I think, correct me if I'm wrong, it's between yourself and Fish Sticks?
Yeah, I mean, my only goal for tomorrow is to beat Fish Sticks. That's all I need to do to win the Constructors. Doesn't matter where I finish, I just need to be ahead of Fish Sticks.
And what's the point difference?
10 points.
10 points.
In my favour. I mean, going back to what you said with Watnall, I wanted to get involved. I just couldn't. I wanted to get involved, but I mean, like you said, if I had got involved, we would have lost more time. And it's just not worth it. I mean, also I was having to duck out from behind the cars down the back straight to cool my engine down because my engine was getting hot. So yeah, it was one of those. It was a very tactical race. I'm having to get out of the slipstream to cool the engine down and stuff like that, because we were so close to each other.
Yeah, but no, great race overall, and yeah, we look forward. I was going to say I look forward to watching you tomorrow. I look forward to being in the race tomorrow, and hopefully you can pull it through for the team tomorrow. But yeah, well, good luck, and yeah, congratulations for your podium.
Cheers! Thank you for streaming this long race.
No worries, mate. No worries. So, anything else to add, Stars, or should we leave it there?
Other than my throat is dry as hell, I'll just do it all of that. No? I'm just looking forward to a cup of tea or coffee, and
right.
Get
No,
off the street.
that's fair enough. I don't blame him, mate. Right, so we'll call it there. Thank you for everyone who tuned in tonight and watched the stream and commented on the stream. No, brilliant interaction. Obviously, final race of the season. Congratulations to F2 champion Watnall on his P2 finish today, and then potentially congratulations on the constructors as well if it goes that way. But no, great race. Obviously, good moves from Not Raz at the end there. So congratulations to him on his win there. And yeah, please tune in tomorrow for F3 at 8 o'clock. So the final round of F3 season 10 for RSF1. Again, obviously continuation of the championship battle between Petronas and Fish Sticks. 10 points between them, and we'll see who comes out the better driver. Yeah, thank you from myself and from Stars. And yeah, have a good evening.